April 17th, 1943, 6:41 hours, 26,000 feet above Bremen, Germany. The intercom crackles, once then goes dead. Frost claws at exposed skin. Oxygen masks hiss like nervous breathing. Somewhere ahead, the sky erupts. Black flak bursts bloom suddenly, violently, as if the air itself is exploding. You can almost feel the aircraft shudder as shards of steel tear past aluminum skin. The B-17's engines howl, one coughing, another screaming as the pilot fights to keep formation. Below, the clouds look soft, deceptively peaceful. Above, contrails twist like white scars. This is not a place meant for laughter, but months earlier on the other side of the Atlantic, laughter is exactly what the British gave them. In 1941, in briefing rooms thick with cigarette smoke, RAF officers studied the American bomber and shook their heads. 4 engines, boxy, slow, unescorted daylight bombing. They had already learned this lesson the hard way. Over Europe, the RAF had tried daylight raids and paid in blood. German fighters tore into their formations. Losses mounted. The British adapted, switching to night bombing, sacrificing accuracy for survival. To them, daylight bombing was suicide. And then the Americans arrived with a stubborn idea and an even more stubborn airplane. They called it the B-17 Flying Fortress. The name alone drew smirks. British pilots joked that it was neither flying nor a fortress. Too big, too slow, too optimistic, and fatally naive. Back in Washington, the engines of the Memphis Belle roar at full power as she lifts off from RAF Bassingbourn, her wheels reluctantly leaving the cold English runway. It's early morning. Fog hugs the fields. Ground crews watch in silence. This is Mission 25. No one says it out loud, but everyone knows what that means. One more flight, and this crew goes home. Inside the cockpit, Captain Robert Morgan keeps his eyes forward. He's flown enough missions to know better than to tempt fate with optimism. The Belle has carried them through flak storms and fighter swarms before, but Germany never repeats itself the same way twice. At altitude, the formation assembles. B-17 seconds slide into position with terrifying precision, hundreds of tons of metal drifting in close proximity, separated by feet, not yards. Gunners scan constantly. Fingers rest on triggers. Oxygen masks fog with every breath. Below them, the North Sea glints cold and empty. Ahead, Germany. The target today is Wilhelmshaven, a port city bristling with flak batteries and fighter bases. The kind of target British crews once avoided in daylight. As the bombers cross the coast, flak erupts almost instantly. Black bursts walk through the sky, climbing toward the formation like grasping hands. One explodes close enough to rock the Belle violently. Shrapnel clatters across the fuselage like thrown gravel. A voice cuts through the intercom. Flak at 2 o'clock. Close. Then another. Fighters, 11 o'clock high. August 17th, 1943, 10:46 hours. Over Schweinfurt, Germany. The sky is crowded. Too crowded. B-17 formations stretch from horizon to horizon. Silver crosses of sunlight and shadow. Below them lies Schweinfurt, the beating heart of Germany's ball-bearing industry. Every tank, every truck, every aircraft depends on what's made down there, which is why the Germans are waiting. You can feel it before you see it. Flak rises thicker than ever before. Dense, deliberate, perfectly bracketed. The bursts don't chase the bombers anymore. They anticipate them. Then the fighters arrive. Not dozens, hundreds. This is the mission the critics warned about. Long range, deep penetration, beyond the reach of fighter escort. The Americans had split the force, one wing heading to Regensburg, another to Schweinfurt, hoping to confuse German defenses. Instead, the Luftwaffe adapts with brutal speed. Fighters attack in waves, head-on, from below. From the rear, they fire rockets, now explosive projectiles designed to break up formations before closing in for the kill. One fortress disintegrates in midair, another spins. Wing, torn, clean off. Parachutes dot the sky. Some never open. Inside the bombers, there is no room for panic. Gunners fire until barrels glow hot. Oxygen masks freeze. Intercoms scream with clipped, urgent calls. Fighters, 3 o'clock low, tail gunner hit. Engine 3's on fire. And still, bombers fly straight and level on the bomb run. Because that is the job. When the formation, June 6th, 1944. 4:58 hours. Over the English Channel. The horizon is alive. Below, the sea is crowded with ships, thousands of them stretching farther than the eye can see. Their wakes carve white scars across the dark water as they push toward the coast of France. Above them, the sky belongs to the bombers. B-17 seconds fly in steady streams, engines droning like distant thunder. Navigation lights blink in disciplined rhythm. There is no panic now, no scrambling, only purpose. Hours earlier, flying fortresses struck rail junctions, bridges, and coastal batteries across Normandy. Their bombs didn't scream terror into cities, they severed arteries. German reinforcements stalled. Communications shattered. Roads turned into craters. And when dawn comes, something remarkable is missing from the sky. The Luftwaffe, a handful of German fighters, appear isolated, outnumbered, quickly driven off by swarming Allied escorts. This, more than anything else, is the verdict. Air superiority. The thing Britain once doubted could be achieved by daylight bombers has been achieved. On the beaches, soldiers don't see the B-17 seconds clearly. They hear them. A distant, reassuring rumble overhead. A sound that says, "You are not alone." German officers know it too. Without air cover, every movement is exposed. Every column is visible. Every attempt to counterattack is punished from above. The invasion survives its first day because the sky is closed to the enemy. The flying fortress continues flying through the